What's up guys, it's Bebe. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing yet another lineup review. Today we're gonna talk about Lost Lands. I know this one has been requested. I'm gonna break it down for you guys. Am I going to Lost Lands? Yes, I am. I am very excited. As far as this lineup goes, I'm gonna be brutally honest and say this was the first lineup I've seen that dropped for an event that I'm going to this year where I just looked at it and I was like, okay. And that's not to say there's not good artists on here. This lineup is fucking stacked. Stacked. Not just with big names, but with some really good up-and-comers that I'm excited to highlight for you guys today. For me, it's missing the unique sets. Like, I'm not seeing any back-to-backs. I don't know, like if you look at 2019, you had like Spaghetti back-to-back Slander, Excision back-to-back Millennium. What else? There was like Blunts and Blondes back-to-back Hesh. Like, there were so many back-to-backs. Yes, I know the pre-party is stacked on stacked with just about every single artist on this lineup going back-to-back. But I don't know, dude. Like, looking at this at first glance, I was just kind of like, okay. Like, yeah, it has pretty much everyone I was expecting to see on it and want to see. I mean, granted, it says Excision 3 sets and we don't know what that entails yet. So I'm probably speaking too soon and I'm sure back-to-backs will be added in. But as of right now, like looking at it at first glance when it dropped, I was just kind of like, okay. Like, yeah, those are the names I expected, but would have loved to see some more back-to-backs on there. I don't know, maybe they're adding them later. All in all, Lost Lands is always stacked. I'm very excited to go this year. So let's just jump into this lineup. Let me just give a little forewarning, and I don't ever have to give this forewarning for any other festival, but apparently I gotta do it for Lost Lands because someone on Twitter made it like a color-coded version of the lineup and each color was a different genre, and he, she, they, I don't know who posted it, got so much shit for putting the wrong color on certain artists that they had to delete the post. So let me just preface this by saying that a lot of these artists don't necessarily fall into one and one only genre or subgenre of bass music. And if they do and I fuck it up, I apologize, but please don't rip me to shreds. Bass music is very subjective. It's oftentimes not black and white, so don't come for me. Thank you. Starting off strong with 12th Planet. Always a great set, highly recommend. And then we have Adventure Club, who have been on literally every goddamn lineup this year, but they throw down. Even if you're not, I mean, if you listen to them on Spotify, you'll see like a lot of their shit is more melodic, but their live sets are a good mix of dubstep and melodic dubstep, and just like I would recommend it even if you're not really a melodic bass person. I think they're worth checking out. Arm & Hammer's more melodic bass. AT Aliens kind of does a lot of things, but I would say mostly dubstep. Super fun set. I've seen them a bunch. Barely Alive, everyone kind of knows. BTSM, everyone kind of knows. If you've never seen a BTSM set, I really can't recommend it enough. The visuals and production and everything is amazing. Boogie T for your more wonky, kind of wobbly vibes. Delta Heavy is drum and bass. Diesel is Shaquille O'Neal, if you didn't know. His sets are honestly really fucking fun. I would recommend him. Diesel Boys drum and bass. There's some drum and bass on here, I'm telling you. And I said this in a couple other lineup videos. This is the first year where I'm actually seeing like more than just one or two drum and bass artists on a lineup. I know every single year we're like, this is the year we're gonna normalize D&B in America, and it just never is. But I don't know, this year I'm seeing a lot of it. So Dion Timmer, I feel like everyone kind of knows. It's mostly dubstep. Dirt Monkey for your more kind of wonky, chill vibes, but still bass music. Downlink D&B set, I'm super excited for that. Dr. Fresh is more house. There are a handful of house artists on here. I was pretty surprised to see, although I guess in 2019 they did have Abstract, but I don't think they had any other house artists besides Abstract, unless I'm completely wrong. Someone let me know. But yeah, I'm seeing more than one house artist on here. Okay, and then we have Excision, 3 different sets. G Jones is kind of could be considered a lot of different subgenres, but I would say mostly like experiments. Well, I don't know. He can be classified under a lot of things. Ganja White Knight for your wobbly bass. Getter, I feel like everyone kind of knows. Grizz, everyone kind of knows. Hesh is more rhythm. Kaiwachi, dubstep. Kayvon is really fucking good. I saw Kayvon at SMF for the first time and That set was just like all the vibes. Highly recommend, again, even if you're not so much a melodic bass person, like it's a lot of different subgenres. I really enjoyed seeing him. So Company, one of my favorite dubstep artists, he throws the fuck down. Liquid Stranger, everyone kind of knows. LS Dream, everyone kind of knows. They're both more like Wakan, space vibes, bass, you know? Same with Lucy. Murata, one of my favorite dubstep artists. My favorite like just subgenre, I mean, I'm very much a melodic dubstep and future bass person, but when it comes to that stuff aside, I just really like heavy, hard hitting dubstep. So Company and Murata are like two of my favorite artists. Highly recommend. Minnesota is more experimental bass. Midas is melodic. Mode Step, I feel like everyone kind of knows, it's mostly dubstep. Must Die, same thing. Nightmare, if you listen to his music on Spotify, you get a lot of different things, but his sets are mostly dubstep. Peekaboo for your more chill, experimental. Phase 1 for more like dubstep, I don't know, different subgenres, but I would say mostly dubstep. Prototype is kind of a lot of different subgenres as well. Rusko, I fucking love Rusko. I'm very excited to see him. Slander, we all fucking know. I was excited to see that name on there. Bass Laces, I feel like everyone kind of knows. Spaghetti, same thing. I'm still sad I missed Slander back-to-back Spaghetti in 2019, but whatever. Subtronics, everyone kind of knows. Banger set. Even if you don't listen to his music like on your own time, you will have fun at a Subtronics set. Sullivan King for your little mix of like dubstep and screamo or just metal. Also a very high energy set. We have a Void set at Lost Lands, which I've never seen a Void set, so I'm finally going to see one. I'm very excited about that. Trampa is dubstep. Virtual Riot, everyone kind of knows. Wooly is dubstep, but also some melodic features in there sometimes. And then Zomboy, I feel like also everyone kind of knows. So that is the top section, and then we will move into the undercard, and there are some really good up-and-coming artists on this undercard that I want to highlight. Arcturians, I don't know if I pronounce any of these wrong, I really do apologize. Mixed genres. Ace Aura is more melodic, but kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like some dubstep, some rhythm, but it just has more melodic elements to it. I wouldn't say he's like a full-blown like melodic bass artist. I don't know. Up to interpretation. Music is subjective. Let's remember that. Adam Jason is more like, I don't know. Some stuff is like a little bit progressive housey, but more melodic bass. Like think Subsidia Dawn. You know what I'm saying? He is dubstep, more like maybe light dubstep. I literally am butchering the fuck out of these names. Jesus Christ. Akios. Whoever you are, I fucking apologize. Rhythm. Amity is more melodic. AU5 is more melodic. Bandles is dope. I feel like everyone kind of knows Bandles. They throw down. Benda is dubstep. Bijou is house. I was very surprised to see Bijou's name on here, but I will definitely be catching that set. Blank is more melodic bass. Blurred Vision is more wonky, experimental dubstep. Bomber is rhythm. Brondo, dubstep. Buku, more kind of experimental. Calcium, dubstep. Cannabis is more experimental bass. Champagne Drip, same thing, more experimental. Chassis is dubstep. Chi is kind of more experimental as well, if I remember correctly. Chime is a very similar vibe to AU5, so a little bit more melodic. Cod Dubs is some dubstep, some rhythm. Computer is some dubstep, some experimental dub-ish. I don't know, make of it what you will. Control Freak is dubstep. I'm excited to see Control Freak. Corrupt UK is actually house again, and a night bass artist, so I was also very surprised to see that name, but that's super dope. I will definitely check out that set. Craymac is more melodic. Crystal Skies is more melodic. If you like Ophelia, you've definitely heard of Crystal Skies. Cyber G is more experimental bass. Cyrus Gold is more melodic bass as well. I believe Cyrus Gold was on Dawn as well. Decadon is dubstep. Dirty Snatcha is more dubstep or experimental bass. DMVU is more experimental. Dodge and Fusky is more dubstep. Dr. Ozzy is dubstep. Dusty Cloud is super dope. I highly recommend Dusty Cloud. Eco Zoo is kind of like, think Big Wild, kind of. Eliminate is dubstep. Efixa. My friend Ronald is very excited for Efixa. He let me know when he saw this lineup. Ronald described it as video gamey bass music, if that gives you any insight. Essex is more experimental. Everything Must Go is more melodic. They're featured on Dawn. Evil Intent is drum and bass. Fancy Monster is one of my favorite artists that got featured on Dawn. I forget the name of the track. I'm gonna look it up for you guys because it's that fucking good. Fresh Blood by Fancy Monster. One of my favorite tracks to come out of Subsidiazon. So good. Felmax is like not dubstep but not entirely experimental. It's like in between, you know what I'm saying? Francis Durrell is pretty much melodic dubstep, or just like more melodic bass in general. Freaky is dubstep. I feel like this is gonna be a really long video, so I gotta start speeding through. G-Rex is experimental. Global's trap. We featured Global on Beats Inclusive a few times. He's dope. Heritage is dubstep. Hex Cougar, I feel like most people know. Hi, I'm Ghost is also dope. I highly recommend. Hydraulics is dubstep. Ian Snow is kind of more mid-tempo, I would say. Infect is rhythm. Enzo is more melodic, kind of slower, chill. Like everyone knows the song Overthinker by Enzo. There you go, that's him. Jansen is more experimental. Jeannie and Jessica Audifred, two of the people I'm most excited to see for sure. They are so fucking good. Jekyll and Hyde is dubstep, but it's got some like unique kind of sound to it. I can't put a name to it, but it's really good. Highly recommend Jekyll and Hyde for sure. KJ Saka is like could be a lot of different genres. I don't know. I would just classify him under bass and leave it at that. Lays is super dope. She's an upcoming bass music artist. I'm actually in like a networking females in the industry group chat with her, and she's super excited about being on the lineup, and she's so dope. Her music's so good, so definitely check her out. And Level I highly recommend as well. Level Up is always a fun set, mostly dubstep. Lick kind of does a lot of different things. I've seen him play live, and yeah, it's like a mix of different subgenres, but a very fun set. I would recommend. Lizzie Jane is amazing, definitely gonna check her out. Louis JXX I also love. Lucid is more experimental. Man Cub is more melodic. Mysteria is actually more house, like more of a house artist. Memba is like a bunch of different subgenres. I don't know. I would say more melodic as well. Minesweeper, I feel like everyone kind of knows. Mize, I feel like a lot of people know now as well. Same goes for Monks, honestly. Muzz is drum and bass. Newport was also on Subsidiazon. I forget the name of the track, but I really liked it, so I'll definitely check out Newport there. Nazar is dubstep. Nodix is more experimental. Noya is dubstep, but kind of also, I don't know, dude. Bass music is so hard. You can, the lines are just always so blurred. I don't know. Go conclude for yourself on Spotify. Odd Prophet is dubstep. OG Nixon is more rhythmy. Omos is more chill, almost melodic bass. Perry Wayne is dubstep. Pixel Terror, everyone kind of knows. Point Blank, dubstep. Rated R dubstep, one of my favorite bass music artists, honestly. Same goes for Ray Volp. I do love Ray Volp. Reaper is a lot of different things, like some D&B, some dubstep, some, I don't know, on Welcome Records for what it's worth. Run It is more experimental bass. Ruv Low is a bunch of different subgenres. Saint Punk is house. S-Fam is, or S-Fam, I don't know how to pronounce it. Very experimental. Shizlo is dope. Sippy is dope. Highly recommend both of them. Slippy is kind of a lot of different subgenres as well. Space Wizard is exactly the genre you think it is by looking at the name. Spinach, not familiar with at all, and looked up on Spotify and there was really nothing, and it was like very like weird bass music. I'm not sure. I don't know, make of it what you will. Stones Level, super excited to see him on this lineup. He's been on my radar for probably like a year and a half now, and I have never seen a live set, so very excited for Stone Level. Can't recommend him enough. Stuka is more like deeper dubstep. Subdocta is a little bit more wonky. Swarm I've seen on a lot of lineups this year. He has a very unique sound. It's more like dark. Can't put it in one subgenre. It's just like very cool branding. I don't know. I highly recommend Swarm. Trivecta is more melodic. Uber is kind of a bunch of different subgenres. You Say Be Flow, is that how I say it? Is it rhythm? I don't know. decide for yourself. Maybe this is just me giving you guys like some ideas about these artists, you know what I mean? Like, please don't come for me. I always get scared with bass music people because y'all got a fucking attitude a lot of the time. Vampa, I fucking love Vampa. Same goes for Wales. Wales is on a track with this newer Excision track, The Last Time by Excision. Wales is on that. It's honestly one of my favorite Excision songs, even though it's newer. Wad is just bass, I don't know, make of him what you will. X and G is more house, like bassy, but house. YDG is dubstep. Yetep, I feel like I always pronounce this one wrong. Highly recommend him, he's dope. Yuki, if you don't know or aren't familiar, they're on the track Rough with ZZ. Zeke Beats is more experimental, and then Zaya is just mixed bass. I would say more dubstep though. Holy fucking shit, I feel like I've been talking for so goddamn long. But that is the Lost Lands lineup, so yeah, you can take a look at it one more time. Like I said, such good names on here. Very big names, very heavy hitters, also very balanced with some dope up-and-comers. I just really hope that we get some back-to-backs. I don't know. I know we have the pre-party, but it's just like crazy to me that Nightmare back-to-back Sudden Death, for example, is on the EDC Orlando lineup, but not the Lost Lands lineup. Like, why is that not a Lost Lands set? I don't know. Like I said, I am still so excited for Lost Lands. I think it's going to be a good year. They have so many good artists. I know I'm going to be running around and dealing with set conflicts all 3 days long. That is my breakdown of the Lost Lands lineup. Let me know who you guys are excited to see, or if you're not going, who you would recommend people to see down below. And I have a ton more lineup reviews coming, so definitely subscribe to stay updated on when they go live. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.